What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching the Ragin Nation Show. This is just a web series where we're talking about all things matter to me in the world of upcoming films. In this episode, we're going to talk about Pacific Rim 2. Pacific Rim 2, tentatively titled Pacific Rim Maelstrom, is filming in November. It's actually finally filming. There's been so much talk about a Pacific Rim sequel. It's been going off and on production, off and on and off and on. And I think it just got to the point where Guillermo del Toro just gave up as a director. He's still going to be serving as a producer, but if you didn't already know, Stephen S. DeKnight will be the director. He is, of course, the showrunner for Netflix's Daredevil, great show, and he will be directing the Jaegers and the Kaijus. And this is really, really exciting because November is 2 months from now, and it's actually finally happening. The first Pacific Rim came out in 2013. And this new sequel, this new installment, will be coming out in February of 2018. So that's a 5-year difference. 2013, 2018. I hope people are still interested in Pacific Rim, but I'm at least glad that they're actually making it. Because this movie was about to not get made. After all, Pacific Rim had a production budget of $190 million. That does not include marketing costs, yet the film only made just under $100 million domestically, but outside of the US, or rather North America, it made a substantial amount of money. As a matter of fact, worldwide altogether, it made $411 million, thanks a lot to China. Now, not all of that came from China, but a huge portion of it did. And because of that, it made the studios rethink their strategy, and they decided that, okay, we are going to make a sequel, but how are we going to make it so that it ends up being a bigger success? Now, I'm not saying that the box office result of the original Pacific Rim was a huge success, but it at least made enough money to get its cost back, and maybe they still actually have a potential franchise going on. So after rethinking the strategy, they're actually going to make it happen. Now, the strategy is actually going to be what Independence Day Resurgence did, and that is China pandering. Now, of course, everybody knows that China makes up a huge portion of the domestic, or rather the international foreign box office, and they have a huge power over the foreign box office, and a lot of films actually rely on China to help them make up their costs, because without them, well, they're going to be losing a huge chunk of money. So what they do is that they pander to China. And how they're going to do that is, first things first, they're going to add in a Chinese actress. Somebody who's famous. And that's what they've done. They have cast Jing Tian, who has appeared with Jackie Chan in New Police Story, and also with Donnie Yen in Special ID, and will be appearing with Matt Damon in the Zhang Yimou directed film, The Great Wall. And so you can see that she's already built a name for herself, and so she's famous enough that a lot of the Chinese audience would love to see her in a big Hollywood blockbuster film. So they're in the right direction right now. I mean, like with this move, okay? So casting a Chinese actress, somebody who's famous, that's definitely going to draw in the crowd, because they need that box office money, all right? To top things off, they're going to be filming at international locations. One of them is Australia, and guess where the other location is? China. Another thing they're going to do is, of course, make China look good. And by doing that, the Chinese, whoever's responsible for Hollywood films going into China, they're going to love that, because it puts China, their very own country, in a good light. And the Chinese government love that. So because of that, if China is presented in a positive way, of course they're going to open a larger market for it within their country. More theaters are going to show that movie, thus generating more box office money. So they're definitely going to make the Chinese Jaeger beat out the kaijus. They're probably going to make the Chinese Jaeger as the Jaeger that actually can beat all the kaijus, or making it the best one because it has Chinese technology or whatever. At the end of the day, they're going to make China look good. So that's probably the only strategy that the studios can use to really guarantee a positive box office result. And that's what they're doing. Anyways, with regards to the rest of the cast, we have John Boyega, who has of course built a name for himself with Star Wars The Force Awakens. He actually plays I believe the son of Idris Elba's character. Either the son or the nephew, but anyways, he's there. Charlie Hunnam isn't coming back. Hunnam. He's not coming back. Neither is Rinko Kikuchi. You can't have like a Japanese actress and a Chinese actress share the same screen and expect China to accept that. It's gotta be all Chinese. So Rinko Kikuchi and Charlie Hunnam are not back, but Guillermo del Toro did tease that you can expect to see a lot of the original supporting cast back. So that's something that we can expect to see, especially if you enjoyed the performances of the likes of Ron Perlman, for example. Anyways, he's only rumored to be back, but hopefully he is back. Now, aside from Jing Tian and John Boyega, they also have Scott Eastwood in the cast, Kaylee Spaney, Levi Meaden, and also Adrai Arjona. So, there you have it. That's what we have for the supporting cast. And Pacific Rim Maelstrom is going to be released on February 23rd, 2018. So a year and a half from now. And that's really, really exciting because I really enjoyed Pacific Rim. I thought it could be a lot better, but still, I loved it when the kaijus and the Jaegers started fighting. It was just like, woohoo! It was just something like I've never seen before, and I'm excited to see Stephen DeKnight bring that action back to us on the big screen. So that's something to look forward to. Anyways, I just wanted to fill you in on the production of Pacific Rim Maelstrom, and I don't even know if it's really going to be called Maelstrom. They just might even keep it at Pacific Rim 2, but in any case, it's happening a year and a half from now, and I'll keep you posted on more updates as we move forward. Anyways, that's all I gotta say in this episode. As always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name's Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. What that's about. Back in January of 2009, an Airbus had a malfunction and had to land